Hello and welcome to probably the last pre-beta gameplay video of FTL. We're getting really close to our closed beta. And in this one I'm going to show you some more strategies, I suppose, and some of the other stuff we've been adding. One of the big things you can see here is a sector map. It's basically kind of like Star Fox, choosing your path. I'm going to jump to a Mantis sector right now. Each type of sector will have their own style of events and own secrets to unlock and different weapons and alien races. The Mantis controlled sectors are obviously filled with the Mantis race primarily, which they're very warlike, and so it's a hostile area. They pretty much attack anyone on sight. But as you can see here, there's also a rebel ship, and they're pretty common throughout the galaxy, unfortunately for you. So you can see here, he just hit me with an ion weapon. He has his two right blue cannons are ion weapons, and they're pretty scary in these asteroid fields because you cannot repair the damage, well, the temporary damage that they do, and they'll just disable your shields if it hits them. So when there's rocks incoming, that's pretty scary. But I think this may just finish him off now. He's pretty weak. He didn't have any shields, so the rocks could just tear him apart. But yeah, so my ship, it was in the previous video, but this is the stealth ship, and it starts off with a high engines, which means you have pretty good dodge, and but it doesn't start with any shields. So to deal with that, you have to. Okay, well, here's a Mantis ship. Before I go into that, we see, yeah, he has a teleporter, so he's just gonna send his guys onto my ship. Yep, here they come. And Mantis, they are very good at hand-to-hand combat, so they could tear my guys apart pretty easily. So I'm going to try and open the doors, the airlocks, to vent that room of oxygen, and maybe cause them to have a little bit of damage. Oh, what are you doing? Get out of there. So I just sent the two guys into my med bay, and I'm going to try and once I give power to it, let them heal up in that med bay room. Now they're attacking my piloting, which I'm just going to abandon it because they can easily overpower her. So I'm going to use a beam weapon here. Beam weapons, this one does 2 damage, the halberd beam, normally. But for each bubble of a shield that the enemy has, it will reduce the damage by 1. So for example, with this beam, if they have 2 shields up, my weapon will do no damage. So you have to use another weapon like missiles, or in this case my lasers, to sort of decrease them, decrease their shield bubbles. Yeah. Okay, so once I get the engines up, I'll have dodge again, which will be helpful. Okay, so I use my laser, I hit 1 shield, which means I can now use the beam, which normally does 2 damage, to do 1 damage across all the sectors, all the rooms that it hits. So the key element of the stealth ship is that it starts with a cloaking system, and the cloaking system does 2 things. Let me do a shot. Yeah, and so the cloaking system allows you to dodge any incoming fire, but also, like I'm using it right now, is it just gives you a brief amount of time where the enemy can't shoot and their enemy's weapons don't charge up. So it allows you to fix or just let your own weapons charge up. But every time you use the cloaking, there's a pretty hefty delay between the next time you can use it. The shields are down, so now my beam does 2 weapons. My beam does 2 damage across all those rooms. Okay, so I got a firebomb from this. I have 2 firebombs now. Maybe I can show you a weakness of the Mantis crew. They're pretty. Once they get up in your face, they're pretty intense, but they're terrible at fixing things, which is why they usually try to enslave the Inji race, because to use them for labor and such. So I'm going to put on 2 firebombs onto this, and I'll show you how I can use that hopefully in the next fight. Also, I'm going to upgrade my door system, and what that means is it'll take longer for them to move between rooms because they have to shoot through these hefty blast doors now. So I have my guy heal up. And yeah, so like I was saying, the stealth ship also has improved armor, which means there's a chance that damage to each room won't damage the hull. It will just damage the system. Oh, and they also have improved sensors, which lets them see on the map hostile enemies, like this guy, who has 4 shields, and he's pretty scary, but I'm gonna attack him anyways, and I probably shouldn't. But just to see if I can show you my new fire bombs, if they can allow me to survive. So I'm gonna set my guys up. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna use a boarding drone. Yeah, he just launched out of the front of the ship, and you'll see him right about here. He's crashing into the medbay, and when this boarding drone, once he breaches through the hole, he causes a breach where he lands, and he'll wander around the ship fighting everyone on the ship. But the Mantis people will probably take him out, but at least they'll keep him busy. And yeah, so once again, I'm going to try and empty this oxygen room of the oxygen system room of oxygen, so that the Mantis boarders on my ship will have a little trouble. So I'm using another firebomb. You can see on their shields now fire. Oof, geez, fire is spreading up on their shields system. So they have to run and take care of that. And so every time that they're having to go deal with that kind of stuff, they're also not able to man the weapons or man the piloting, which would make them more fierce in combat. Man, I gotta take care of these boarders. Okay, so I'm just gonna stand here and try and force them to retreat. Let's close all these doors. Yeah, you can see there that damage was resisted. I closed a little bit too slow. But yeah, so these breaches cause oxygen to be sucked from the room, kind of like as if you opened the airlock doors. And so I gotta fix those first to let oxygen refill. Okay, repaired enough to get 1 firebomb at least. And I'm gonna try and get the boarding drone up and running again. You can see the systems are red, which means that it's fully broken, and now that I fixed 1 bar, it's turned orange, which just means they're damaged. But this boarding drone requires 3 power, so I'm gonna need to... Oh, there's a firebomb. I think I just killed one of the crew members. Yeah, so I need all 3 power in the drone system to power it. There we go. And so now I'm launching another boarding drone. Nice, crashing into there. And he'll probably take out that guy, no problem. I don't think I need cloaking anymore because all our weapons are being depowered by the fire. So I'm going to fix up this sensor. Sensor lets you see into the player and enemy ship. So as you can see, most of the rooms are blacked out. That's because this room at the top, where my crew members are fixing, right here, is damaged and broken. So now that I fixed it partially, I can see into my ship. And if I fix the next bar, I'll be able to see into the enemy ship as well. And it is pretty devastating to look at. There's no way they're going to survive this. One more firebomb, and my boarding drone should take that guy out. Well, I actually was able to defeat this guy. I actually wasn't too sure if I'd be able to, but so I guess I'm gonna end the video here. This is just another taste, and the beta should be up and running pretty soon now. We're in the last sort of checklist, going down all the various things we need to do. And unfortunately, for now, the beta is going to remain Kickstarter exclusive, because that's what we were intending it as first. But as we get much closer to release, maybe we'll figure out a way to get other people into it. I'm not entirely sure right now. But yeah, thank you, and I'll see you guys next video.